Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Let's see who we got here. We got Mary Ann Bimler. We got Damoose, 1829. We got Heather Landskron and the Small Woodlot. We got Fisherman
Heather Landskron
506
and the Small Woodlot. We got Fisherman Heather Landskron
506
and the Small Woodlot. We got Fisherman Heather Landskron
506
and the Small Woodlot. We got Fisherman Heather Landskron
506
and the Small Woodlot. We got Fisherman Heather Landskron 506 and the Small Woodlot. Fisherman Heather Landskron 506.
Where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? All right, I got it. I just lost my. Can everybody hear me okay? Let's see, where were we? Let's see, where were we? Well, I got to go up here. We got, I said the Moose, and then I said Heather Landskron and the Small Woodlot. And we got Fisherman 506 is where I started messing up. There we got Todd Legenist and Bill from My Alaska. Johnny Foster. And then there's my buddy Chris. Adventure awaits. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. There's Pretty and Pooch. That's Pooch. I know that Pretty's on her own channel, and that would be No Judgment here with Tish Ross, the podcast. I don't know. My computer was acting goofy earlier when I was watching Pretty and Pooch, and it went out on me. So I got an extension cord and put it into a different outlet. So it seems to be holding pretty solid now. So, but if for some unknown reason I just disappear, be patient. I'll get back in here. I did it 4 times already. Let's see. We got Hiking with Jackie Boy. Good evening. There's Leanne Gunther. I feel like I missed somebody, but I didn't. Linda Peterson. That's where I skipped. And we got Lori's Prepping for Heaven. Rebecca Touched by Yarn. This is an open mic. Okay, be patient with me. I'm going to try to get my YouTube back up and see. Not the actual YouTube, but not going to let me do it now that I'm open. Forget it. Forget it. I'll just have to do it without the YouTube tonight.
Not gonna let me do it now that I'm open.
Forget it. Forget it. I'll just have to do it without the YouTube tonight.
Not gonna let me do it now that I'm open.
Okay. Okay. Somebody tell me, is the link at the top of the chat like it's supposed to be? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Ronald is on my channel on the computer, and I am on my phone tonight. Sweet deal. That's 2 views. That's 2 views. Thank you, Linda. So Tim, thank you. Or hi, Tim. So who's Tim? Tim Mason. And I'm at the bottom. Or I've got everybody. I said hi to everybody. Okay, I took a spill on the ice today. I came over to the barn to mill some lumber, and then I took it over to the vineyard farmhouse and slipped on the back steps. Oh, it wasn't even the steps. It was just the gravel that had iced over. I didn't know I could do the splits, to tell you the truth, but apparently I can. And not very well. So that happened. And I can feel the left side of me tightening up pretty good. So we've been plugging away. I've been getting those windows done in those sunrooms, and I'm pretty happy with that. I pretty much finished those, and I just have to go around the top with the crown mold and some other miscellaneous things, and then I can start heading into the bedroom and get that up to the same level as the sunrooms. Then I can start painting the ceilings on all 4 of those rooms I got going. So I just realized I haven't taken any video footage of me doing all this crown, all this molding and everything, but I'll just do a pass through. I've got a lot of footage on those rooms already anyway. From start to finish. Well, if I can get that SD card working again, but I'm not sure about that. I'm afraid to try it. There's supposed to be a method. You can go in online and you can put your SD card in, which says there's 0 content in it. And if there's something in there that's been deleted, it should be able to find it and pop it back. And if that's the case, then it will be really happy, because that was at least 3 years worth of video on building that house. I don't know about 3, maybe 2. There's new image, landscape, and tree service. You changed your channel a little bit. And what else is going on? Tomorrow, we're going to go look at some recliner chairs for this barn, because the recliner chairs we have had it. They weren't real leather. I don't think we thought it was in the first place, but the leather doesn't like it. It just kind of wears off. So, and the mechanics in my chair doesn't work. And then a couple of weeks ago, my mom's went out, and Papa's is still running. I've even replaced Mama's motor once, but we're done. And my chair in the house is the same. So I'm going to be getting one in the house too. I want to get one that I could edit in, do my editing. Maybe that'll encourage me to, or not encourage me, but motivate me to do some more videos like I should be. So this is an open mic. Anybody can come up on panel if you want. The lake is completely frozen over now. So that means we should not get any surprise blizzards or anything, at least as far as lake effect snows. So that's good. And I don't see in the forecast up to a month of anything really all that cold. So that makes it easier. That makes it easier to run around between buildings doing the stuff that we have to do. Let's see. Hit that thumbs up. Yes. Thank you, Linda. I should be looking to see if somebody's asking any questions. I see you put the new windows in barn. Looks good around there, buddy. Yeah, just the one that broke because of the car hitting it. Is that what you're talking about? Because that's the only windows I put in. But yeah, that whole section has been repaired. That's what I could be putting out a video for. I didn't finish off the drywall around the column that's in the kitchen, but I think that's fine because someday I'm going to completely repaint this whole interior of this barn. We call it the barn room, but it's kind of like I don't know. It's got everything in it. Everything but a bedroom and a bathroom. Heather. Dana Mason's in here. Good evening, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Man, that was a little hair raising with my computer going on and off, but I said I'm not going to panic over it. If it goes out, I'll just have to reboot it and bring it back in. My chiropractor asked what happened. I tell him I beat up 62-year-old body with an 18-year-old brain. Isn't that what we all do? I mean, here I am running around with an armful of lumber over ice. I didn't see that was going to be a problem until I fell. Isn't that the new door behind you, Brian? No, it didn't happen over here. That none of this has changed. It's over. You have to go through see where the stove is back here, or not the stove, the ovens. Well, if you go through that doorway, which is dark right now, it's in there. Pray for everyone. Yeah, but things are looking pretty good. Stuff is happening. Karen Bress is in here. Good evening. Got 32 people in the house. I hope everybody's hitting that like button. And Dexter, as usual, is sleeping. Wanda Henry's in here. You're preaching to the chorus about small moves or smart moves. I have the medical records to prove it. A really small woodlot. Dexter keeps eyeing you. That's what you know, Paco would never stare at you, but Dexter, he'd just eyeball me, I'll look down at him and he's just been staring at me. And he probably was doing it for 5 minutes before I looked down at him. Does Dexter have a sweater on? Yes, he does. It's a hoodie. He's a hooded doody boy. What? Thank you so much, Ace. Howdy, Brian. Ouch. Snow cleat fun starter. I don't think I've ever wore cleats of any kind in my life. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Daxter. You spelt it Daxter, but that's funny because I was thinking of the word Daxterly. Dastardly? Is that what that was? I think it was from... I can't remember what cartoon that was. Dastardly Daxter or something like that. It popped into my head today for some reason. Cleats are helpful on ice. Well, see, I wasn't even thinking about it being ice, and I had lumber in my hand, so my vision was kind of being just blocked. I have them, Brian. They work. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Dick Dastardly. But what show was that from? Is that the one where they're all speeding and there's Penelope Pit Stop and that dog that goes laughs about everything when his master gets hurt? That was a really bad imitation of that. Muttley. That's the one that laughs, right? Yep. You had a heavy load in your arms, Brian? Yep. Well, I don't know that it was heavy. It was more awkward than it was heavy because one of them was an 11-foot board and the other one was 8 and the other one was 4. Plus the remainders that I cut off of them because they were 16-foot boards originally. So basically I was carrying 2 16-foot boards, but they were cut up. Let's see. Bobby's in here. Petite River Homestead, or Jean River Homestead, and that's Bobby. Todd Langinus. I think I said hi to him already, but I could say hi to you again. There's Brook Trout 1. I remember seeing you in my comments. How you doing? Was it Klondike Cat? Oh, the cartoon? No, I don't think so. I would know it if I heard it. That wasn't it. I don't think I saw your last video, My Alaska. I'm going to have to get on there and watch it. There's Troy Sutton. And yeah, so my dad turned 85 years old. What was that? On the 26th. So what, 3 days ago? 3 days ago. Yep. Didn't seem to change much. He's still him. There's the Whacking Shack. Whacking Shack. You said you had questions for StreamYard. I get my water lines thawed out finally in the last video. Okay, I do remember reading that, the title of that. Anybody can come up if they want to. I'm doing fine. It's already in the 22nd minute of the hour. Yeah, last week, if you want to go check that out, we had a lot of makers in the chat and a couple of them up on panel. It was really nice to see the blend of people that came in last week, and I'd like to see that. That was cool. Everybody talking about things that they make, which is what I like to do. You wouldn't know it with my videos. Not doing much with my videos, but I'm getting there. I really need to get caught up a little bit with this house and just concentrate on that. And the weather's going to start warming up in a bit, and I'll go out into the garage that is not heated. AZ Highlander or Highland Homestead. Good evening, and thank you for coming in. Yeah, you were on my live the other week. Jeff Killian's in here. Good evening. I sure hope you go to the Bar Run Forge meetup. I'd like to see you again. And here's my buddy. Here's the buddy. Where have you been? I haven't seen you all night long.
I've been busy.
Yeah.
So anyway, how's everybody doing? So Bill, you said, where's Johnny? Here's Johnny.
There's Johnny.
Hey, Arizona Highland Homestead.
So what did you get to do today? Or any other day since I talked to you last?
Well, I've been doing a bunch of editing and stuff like that. I'm trying to get some stuff out. We've got another calf. We've got now tomorrow I get to go pick up one of my trucks. I'm glad about that. Have made friends with Danny Bull yet? We're buddies. We have an agreement, kind of a, we have an agreement, it's like I don't touch him and I feed him and he tolerates me.
You don't touch me and I don't knock you across the
prairie. Yeah, you don't touch me and I don't knock you across. Hey, Leanne, Rebecca, welcome. New Image Landscaping and Tree Service, Karen and Lori and Bobby. Good to see y'all. So I have not heard anything you said up to this point. I just kind of ran in and jumped on here. So
we talked about, never mind.
Never mind. Hey, Heather.
There was no we, it was me sitting here.
Me talked about whatever. Oh, you got your bonsai plant.
That leaf is slightly greener.
Slightly greener.
Slightly.
Hey, there's Mike, Pooch and Tish. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I keep teasing Pretty that I'm going to use her banyo in her trailer.
I was going to tell you, you got a awesome looking hat there on too, by the way.
Mm-hmm. You think so, huh?
Yeah. It's coming back to life, Lori. That's what. Yeah, it's coming back to life. That leaf is a little bit greener than it was.
Slightly. I wonder if I should just cut all these little things off. I'm going to show it every week and see if
it looks like.
See, I've brought it back from death before, but it's been a long time. Even the bark looks pretty.
It looks like it looks like Charlie Brown Christmas tree is what it looks like.
Somebody in the chat tell me, isn't a little lemon water actually good for plants?
I'll tell you what, I can tell you one thing about plants. Did you watch that movie, World's Fastest Indian?
Did I watch it? No.
Yeah. It's got what's his name? I can't remember his name. Somebody out there in the chat help me out with his name. The guy that played Hannibal Lecter. Anyway, it's an Indian motorcycle is what it is. Guy fixes it up and everything. But he had a lemon tree, and he would urinate on it every day, and that was how it fertilized it or whatever, watered it that way, and stuff like that. And he was, talking about the fertility of it and stuff like that. Anthony Hopkins, there it is. Well, I can tell you something. That don't work. I've tried it.
Well,
you'll still stone graveyard dead.
Well, Johnny, the idea is to water in front of people on live once a week, so I don't think that's an option.
Oh man! But anyway,
I hope you make it till next week.
Yeah, I hope you make it till next. Oh yeah, poor little plant. Nothing grows where Bambi goes. Hey, I can tell you about that. Cattle in the summertime, when they go everywhere that you can see, because it'll kill the grass and every one of those spots. Whenever it gets hot and dry, nah. yeah, Pooch.
That's why you're always mowing dust.
Oh man. Yeah, I knew I could come in here and get us started on something like that. Good to see you, Brian.
Good to see you, always. And after the live, maybe we can discuss a couple of things about. I need to figure out what days I'm going to get my
To get your what?
My camping spot.
Oh, okay. Well,
so it's going to be based a little bit based on what we do if we're going to do something.
The Whacking Shack. I need to figure out how to get a StreamYard going. Yeah, you need to set up a StreamYard account. www.streamyard.com. Set it up, and then once you get a StreamYard account set up, you can have up to 6 people on the free version. And if you get the paid version, then you can have up to 10 people on and stuff like that. Anyway,
if you need help, if you need help, I can always FaceTime you on Messenger and help you through it. It's pretty simple.
Y'all need to drink more water if your pee is that acidic. Yeah. Hi, Heather. And yes, I'll say hello to Christine. She is out for the evening. She is sleeping. I got a new lens for my GoPro that I'm pretty excited about. It's it's the one that the super wide angle, etc. So whenever I put it like in my car, you'll be able to see any car on either side of me whenever I'm racing and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. Because that dude, I can sit right here and point it that way, and it'll show that whole computer screen, and it's almost behind me at that point. It's crazy how wide that thing will do it.
Oh, why, Bill? What do I need Nightbot for? I would look into that if I had like 100 people in my lives, but I don't think I really need it now, do I? Is there something that people are missing? What are you guys doing?
Todd, yes, I do use a GoPro for YouTube videos. I use a GoPro for all the videos except for cattle auction videos. Cattle auction videos I do on my phone. I actually create them on my computer, but I film them on my phone. But everything else that you see that I do is GoPros, drone, stuff like that. So I have Nightbot blocked because he annoys me. Yeah.
I remember first time I saw Nightbot in the chat of somebody's live. I said hi to it.
Oh, Nightbot.
I didn't know. I thought it was a channel name.
Yep, I can GoPro underwater too. Which GoPro do you guys recommend? I recommend anything from a 9 to a 13 now. A 9
already?
huh?
They're on 13 already?
Yeah, a 9 to a 13. A 9, everything from a 9 to a 13 uses all the same stuff. Here's another GoPro right here. This one's got the media mod on it. It's got external mics, road mic and stuff like that. This one is an 11. This one is a 10. And then I've got a 7 laying around here somewhere. And I'm probably going to get either a 12 or a 13. And the reason being is because all of the accessories fit everything from like a 9 to a 13. In other words, you can put a 13 inside this media mod case that's on this. This is a case all the way around this one. So anyway, hey Rachel,
I'm gonna bring that sucker to the meetup anyway. I think I brought it every time and haven't used it yet.
Hello, Reverend Joe Jackson.
There's a Back to Good, and yes.
Yep, that's Rachel. Rachel, she is. I like to call Rachel. I like to call her Arizona Roots, Arkansas. Or let's see, Arizona Roots, Arkansas. They've moved over from Arizona to Arkansas. She's I believe she's Gary and Mary's like neighbor now or something over there at Junk Gyms. I believe that's right. Rachel, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I need better equipment for YouTube. I just can't afford it right now. I use a $30 camera for all my videos right now. Yeah, I started off my first GoPro I bought off Facebook for $50, I think, and it's like a GoPro 7 white. And I'll tell you, that thing, that's the one, if you see the video on top of my GTO whenever I'm going down the track, that's the one that's on top of the car, showing like the hood and going down through there. And the reason it's up there is because it's my least expensive GoPro. And if it goes flying off, I'm not too concerned about it. Whenever you see stuff under the car, that's this GoPro, but I'm going to delegate this one to inside the car. And this one right here, I'm going to do, I don't know, I'm going to put it somewhere else. So
you got to not, you don't have to do anything, but I'll bring you one of these things are pretty cool. They hook to roll bars.
Yeah.
I got, and it also hooks, the camera hooks to this.
Yes.
Or you could take this off, or I use it a lot for my numbers when I'm going down the grape roads and stuff, and
that's awesome.
Have it in front of me so I can see what's going on. But I got these for 75 cents a piece.
That's nice.
And if you look it up online, they're expensive.
Yeah, that's nice.
But
looks like that would really work good on a roll bar.
But what happened is JCPenney's went out and they had all their display stuff, like their mechanical and their display stuff that they use, racks and all that stuff.
Hey, Gary.
Big box. They had a big box of those suckers.
Yeah.
And I said, man, those are pretty cool. It was before I even started my YouTube channel, so I didn't think about that. And I thought of attaching, because you can attach stuff to your roll bars and stuff, other than cameras. So
there is Gary Beltloop 29 in the house, and Jeff Killian, and let's see here. Hi, Wanda. I don't know. I can't remember if I said hi, Wanda, yet. I just wanted to make sure I did. Pull my truck out of the mud. It's a mess.
at any rate, I asked the lady, and she gave them to me for 75 cents a piece.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, those are this one here clamps real well, and this one's made all out of aluminum, and these actually clamp real well too. And Jesse and Lisa got me 2 of these. I've got 2 of these right now, so they're pretty cool.
How much is something like that? I'm only asking because I want to know.
I have no idea because I didn't buy it. They gave me 2 of these, so I don't know what they cost. I'm sure they got them at some kind of an auction, and it's just like Jesse always says, they retail for whatever, but that ain't what I gave for it. You know how he does that? Well, I'm sure that's the way it is. So
half of those things are still in the bag that are never used.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool.
That's what I'll probably use my GoPro for. I think I'm going to put a magnetic mount on it so that I can use it on the tractor and stuff. And I meant to do that, and I just haven't done it.
Johnny the holder for the GoPro what, Linda? See, Johnny the holder for the GoPro question mark. This one is, the brand is Ulanzi, maybe. So anyway, have any of you guys ever taken the actual lens cover off of one of these things, which is this right here? It's got the glass inside of it. That's what comes on these from the factory, and then you take that off, and then you can put other lenses and stuff on.
I think that it was either the 7 or the 8 that the lens was not removable. So therefore, if you messed it up, you'd have to spend a lot of money to have it replaced or sent in and fixed, or just replace the camera altogether.
Yeah. I was considering a GoPro, but don't think it would work for me.
Is everybody listening to Linda? Smash that like button, people. Smash it. Just once or 3 times or any other odd number.
Oh, you want to know what holds the GoPro on there? Well, the GoPro itself comes with these fold up tabs and stuff like that. So that comes with the GoPro. Then you've got the actual mount that screws. This actually screws on to the mount or to the actual holder. So that's how you do that. And I've got other things that actually hold a camera, because I've got one of these set up to hold a camera for, like, whenever I do a live, whenever I'm driving down the road, I mount this on a grab bar, put the camera up or the phone up there, and that's the way I run that.
And anybody could get one for $19.95.
What, one of these?
Yeah, apparently that's what Bill said.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't too terribly high, but boy, I tell you what, it's a sturdy dude. It's all metal construction.
Pooch has the 2.0 max lens for the GoPro too. Hey there, Tony.
He has this one too.
Good evening. Did I say hi to Beltloop? I
I
just
don't think you
assumed
can
they
get a GoPro for that. Not for $19 now. Well, you might can. If you go to the right auction, you might can. I find all kinds of stuff to auction.
did. GoPros are water resistant, not waterproof, right?
Yes, they're resistant to water, but I have a case for one that is actually, you can take it underwater. I mean, you can take that dude to the bottom if you want to. The case that I have, because it completely encapsulates and is watertight on the GoPro. So, but yes, they like it, they're kind of like a phone. You know, some of these phones are water resistant. GoPros are too. It's just that they're not. I wouldn't take a GoPro straight out of the box and throw it in the pond or nothing. I'd put it in a waterproof case. Because this right here where the battery goes, this thing will leak.
I replaced
If that leaks, everything gets in there. All your charging stuff and battery and everything's inside there. And I don't trust that to leak.
Oh, that's what I got. I got the one to where you can has the little door so you can charge it.
Huh?
I got mine. I
Yeah.
replaced the door on mine and got the one that has the little door you open up for charging it. So you don't have to open up the whole thing in order to charge it.
Yeah. This one here doesn't have a door on it, but because I took it off. Huh?
Another thing I'd probably use my GoPro for is on my lives when I start doing what do you want to call them? Active lives where I'm actually building or making something. As soon as I get going with that lathe and everything, that's what I'm going to probably do is have random lives that are making something rather than just sitting in a chair.
It just seems too complicated. They're not complicated at all, Wanda. Once you get going with one, they're not really. I mean, GoPros are just, you can set them up any way you want to internally. You can set them up to where you can start it with a phone from across the way. You can do one touch start. You can set them for all the different 4K. In cinematic, this one of mine will go 5.7K. And I can tell you something now about 4K stuff. It ain't that much better than 1080p. So I don't even worry about 4K anymore. I know Bill used to mess around with some 4K, and I video all my stuff in 4K. Don't get me wrong. I video it in 4K, but whenever I load it, I just load it in 1080. So, because I can't tell the difference between 4K and 1080.
Yeah, and some of these smart TVs will actually upgrade the resolution of things, sharpens them up and everything. So, but I think there's like a high percentage of people just watch videos on their phones and or iPads. They don't really watch them on the television. I do. I watch all your videos in this chat on my big screen.
Yeah, I would love to watch YouTube on the big screen TV because you catch so much stuff that you will not catch on a little phone. Be careful on hot day. Gary, I videoed everything you can imagine. I videoed it no matter 105 degrees to -0. I video with my GoPro, so I know everything. I know all about all that stuff. I've been doing it for years at this point. So, but yeah, yes, I have had them to overheat before, but I've figured out ways. Around that. You know, you can actually keep one from overheating by you can pull the door off the side of it. You can actually plug in an external battery, which I have a few of those laying around here. You can plug in an external battery pack to it and mount it on a tripod or whatever. It won't overheat. You get that battery out of it, and well, I'll tell you what, it helps a bunch. Yep, 4K takes a lot longer to upload. You're right.
Do you ever use your iPad, or not your iPad, your GoPro without the battery and just plug it in?
Yeah.
So you can, I mean, I assumed you could. I just never really did it.
Yeah.
So I could have that sucker as just mounted in a very specific spot and just use it for that purpose only.
Right. Yeah. Record in the shade. So I have an external battery Velcro to the tripod leg. Yeah. If you shoot in a lower 4K take, yep. Yep. I actually messed around with the settings on my cameras today. I'm gonna try some different stuff and see how it turns out.
Yeah, 4K, I think, I mean, like if you wanted to show plant life or something like that, or bugs or something that is, I don't know, that you just really want sharp. Other than that, most things are just video. I don't know if I said that right, but I just don't think it's necessary to do 4K all the time.
And yeah, and 4K eats that battery. Whenever you video with a GoPro
on your computer 4K, where you're editing,
it eats that battery. Yeah, and it takes up storage space, you know, on your external hard drives and stuff like that. Crap, I forgot to click on live chat, says Tony. Hey, Tony, going to the track Saturday. Yep. Just saying. All ladies want Johnny to record himself in 5K.
Prayers for the airplane. Okay, what are we talking about with the airplane? Prayers for the airplane.
What airplane?
I don't know. Heather said prayers for the airplane.
Yeah, there was a Black Hawk and a passenger plane that collided. I believe it was over DC. So John, I need to call you in the morning. Yeah, a plane was landing and crashed into a Black Hawk, Karen.
Well, the M1 iMac should do it. Okay, so now my computer's been running just fine for a while. So there must be something wrong with that outlet. Although when it blanked out, the lights that are hooked into the same outlet did not flicker or anything. That's weird. I hope this computer isn't getting ready to go out. I'm not ready to spend another $2,000 on a computer.
Yeah. What kind of computer do you have?
Same as you.
Oh. iMac.
I think yours is blue, right? And mine's green.
No, mine's silver.
They look identical. Is yours the M1 or the M2?
I'm not sure.
When did you get it?
Huh?
When did you get it?
I got it the summer after the Mid-America YouTube meetup.
So it might be the 2.
And then we have another one in there. We've got another iMac in the other room, and it's a lot older. We got it when we got our iPhone 8s. iPhone 8 was out when we got our other one. So and Christine uses it all the time.
This one was a 2001 or 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So and I think they ran that for a little while. but I think you already have. You probably have the same one that MT Homestead has.
I don't know. I like it. I mean, it works real well for everything that I want to do. So, I mean, I make my videos are fairly long, and I do all the editing and stuff on there. So
I could never push this computer to its capacity. I don't do that much with a computer other than editing and thumbnails and all the creativity stuff. That's it. I don't do banking or none of that. No, I do my taxes every year.
what editing programs is everybody using? Okay. I've got a couple, Gary. I've got, I've got one that I buy that's pretty complex. Let's see, it's not DaVinci. It's what's that other one?
It's not Final Cut.
No, it's same one Andrew Camarati uses. I can't remember what the program is called. It's not PowerDirector or CapCut. It's Adobe Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
Adobe Premiere Pro. And then I use iMovie. And I like iMovie a lot. I
have always used iMovie.
There's good and all of it, but
I do not like iMovie on the phone or the iPad, but I love it on the iMac.
Yeah, on iMac, iMovie is actually really, really good. And like I said, I've got that Adobe Premiere Pro, and I just soon use iMovie, even though we pay for it. So I use OpenShot. Mary's used as almost everything I need. Cool. I have to check it out.
Linda's really pushing for those thumbs tonight.
Yeah. Smash that thumbs up.
Smash it.
So we're going to talk about getting out here and for Mid-America or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to get some dates. To start out with, I need to know what days I'm going to stay at the park. Lake Park.
iMovie is hard to use on the phone. Some people that's all Christine does is iMovie on her phone. And she thinks that doing it on the computer is hard. And it's all in what you learn.
It was. You know what? I used to do everything on my iPad for the first 20 content videos that I did. And then I had my computer, but I just was intimidated by it. So it just sat there and sat there. And then I finally started using it. And it did take a while for me to get going on the computer with iMovie. And then when I went on that trip to go see Bar Run Forge that one year, I had to edit a video on my iPad again, and I was like, I forgot how to do it. I couldn't figure it out, but I did get it out, but it was a pain in the butt to switch back.
Hey, Brian, way too many trolls out there today on laptop plus computers. So,
are you seeing them in my live or something?
I don't know what I can tell you. The thing about Apple products, which is what Brian's on and what I'm on, you don't really have too much trouble with viruses and things of that nature.
Now,
matter of fact, I don't think I've ever had anything like that.
Watch both of us have trouble now that you said that.
Well,
don't bring me into that crap.
Won't bring you into that. Brian too.
Johnny's computer's all going all weird and said, "Did you forget Brian?"
I tell you what,
that crap.
if I've noticed the only time whenever the iMac has any problems or anything like that, like our old iMac, is whenever it's getting full. Whenever it's getting full of stuff, because Christine puts everything on the computer. I mean, she has like file after file after file after file, and it builds up and it gets full. And if you keep them pretty, cleaned out, they run real well.
My dad's computer, which is right here, he's always hated it. And I could see why. I mean, I don't know why. It's nothing like my computer. And his is about 5 years older than mine. But
yeah, his looks like our other one.
In the ass. I never could get it to do anything I want it to do. I said, so he thinks he's sworn off of iMac, but I love this iMac I have. I told him he should get a laptop, because then he can go over to the house and do his stuff, or do it here.
I'll tell you something else, folks out there in the chat. Something else that really helps is get a pair of glasses. Like if you work on a computer a lot, if you edit and do things on a computer a lot, get a pair of glasses just for your computer. Oh. That's what these are. That's all these are for. I mean, I don't wear these anywhere but in front of this screen, because if I try to wear my everyday glasses right here, I'm always like, because, the bifocals and all that stuff. So I got these just for this.
I had to look through your glasses once and I almost went blind. I forgot my glasses in your house when I came to your house. He said, "Here, try these." What happened? I'm blind.
I see Adam just perfect. Just perfect.
What was I gonna? Yeah, I do the same. I have this pair sits right here and stays here, except for when I come out to do my lives. That's it. And then I had another pair that's in there, which is fine. They have this major glare. I got rid of, or not got rid of them, but I got these because, see, you can see my eyes.
Mm.
So the first year of me having doing lives, there was just glare.
Yeah. Kind of like mine, right?
Yeah. And I really like the low glare, or what is it? Glare resistant or glare or whatever.
Yeah, these are supposed to be glare resistant. They're supposed to be. Now these are my prescription glasses I just got today. They look just the same. They got the same glare.
You have to.
They got the anti-glare. I paid extra for that on both pair. So anyway,
I wish they had dark mode on this. It's all the white, or where the chat is, and all the framing around it is all white. And what? Right at the second. All right, people, we're done for tonight. So I want to thank everybody that came into the chat and my moderators for protecting my channel. Thank Johnny for coming up and visiting with me. And we will see you next week, Wednesday, 9:00 Central. Bye for now.
See you guys tomorrow. Homestead Hangout.
Yep.
5:00.
Go see it. Do it. Hit all the thumbs too.